Pain rippled through me as I watched my chosen mate, and future alpha, Grayson Mars, utter vows of love to another woman, Stacy Stevens. She was the beta's first daughter and my former best friend. Like everyone else, Grayson turned his back on me when my parents were accused of being traitors to the pack. Alpha Mars didn't hear them out and he ordered them to be killed. According to them, they traded pack secrets with our enemies and were part of a coup to overthrow our current alpha, but it was all false. My parents were loyal members of the pack. The only reason I was left alive is that they didn't find evidence against me. However, they didn't treat me well. They locked me up in cells and tortured me for months in hopes I'd admit to being part of the coup. All that didn't hurt as much as Grayson's betrayal. I begged him for months not to leave me, but he did. In fact, he did that in the presence of the whole pack. He embarrassed me and ordered me not to go anywhere close to him because we were done. He couldn't be with the daughter of traitors or his father will take away his title as the future alpha of Topaz Moon Pack. I clenched my fist and jaw when the couple on stage said I do. For a split second, his eyes found me in the crowd. And regret instantly consumes him whole, but I looked away in anger and disgust for him. Stacy cupped his face and kissed him deeply. She then turned to me and smirked. "Bitch," I murmured to her. "I win," she whispered. Her eyes beamed with satisfaction. Stacy Stevens was a friend of mine for years and was always by my side, but when things went downhill for my family, she was one of the first people in line to insult me. The woman even went as far as to seduce my fiancé and fuck him. She later announced to everyone that she was going to be his future Luna, not me. I remember being stunned into silence for days when the news broke. "He's not the one," my wolf said softly. She was not angry or hurt by their union anymore. Heck, the two would kiss and hug in front of me. But I still felt pain. "I loved him," I sighed, tears welling in my eyes. "I know, but someone better is coming for us, he will love us," she was sure of her words. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, the future Alpha and Luna of Topaz Moon Pack, Mr. and Mrs. Mars. The Alpha cheered and the crowd burst out in merriments too. I snarled and left only to meet my two other nemeses, the Beta twins Debbie and Kara. These two have made my life unbearable since middle school. I crossed my arms against my chest and glared at them. "Get out of my way," I snarled, and they only smirked, approaching me. Debbie flipped her brown hair over her shoulder and shoved me. "You're in my way," she gritted. Kara made an attempt to push me to the ground, but I grabbed her by the hair and pushed her away from me. They still behaved like typical high school bullies, despite being in their 20s. Always picking fights for no reason at all. Kara attempted to punch me in the face, but I ducked and hit her with force, and blood splattered out of her mouth. She saw red and both twins lunged at me. I fought them with everything in me, my inner wolf resurfacing. Even though I have not yet shifted, I was stronger than them because they didn't have any form of training, too scared they would mess up their hair or manicured fingers. The two girls were heaving and blood poured from their lips and nose. We were separated by the guards and soon, the Beta came in a hurry, inspecting his daughters for injuries before his hateful gaze fell on me. "You little bitch. What have you done to my girls?" the Beta female spat as she slapped me across the face. The impact would have made me fall to the ground if the huge guard wasn't holding me. "What is going on here?" the Alpha roared. He must have heard the ruckus all the way from the backyard. Everyone bowed to the intimidating man except me. I hated this man so much, and showing him any kind of respect would be agreeing that killing my parents was right. I found this daughter of the traitor assaulting my poor kids, Alpha. "This woman is dangerous and needs to be banished from this pack," yelled the Beta female. I only glared at her. "She will be punished, but dash. They started it, they always do, yet I'm the only one who gets punished," I spat. The Alpha was angry at me and grabbed my cheeks. I whimpered as he applied more force. "Just who do you think you're talking to like that, child? I can kill you right now and won't be punished." We should just banish her Alpha, she will cause trouble for us just like her parents, the Beta spoke. I always knew that he hated my father and whatever supposed evidence they found, it was he who found it and was their replacement. We shall deal with this impertinent child later, for now, we have a meeting to go attend. The Alpha King is coming, he told his Beta, who gave him a look of uncertainty. Why? He is angry at us because of the death of those ambassadors and is probably coming to deliver his sentence. But why now? It has been months and it was an accident, Beta Stephen said. The Alpha of the Blue Rays claims otherwise, Alpha answered. He indeed seemed worried, but who wouldn't? The Alpha of Alphas was visiting this pack personally, it couldn't be good. The Alpha King was the most powerful Alpha amongst all wolves and was feared by many, including Alpha Mars. Because of his fierce reputation,